A lot of people come to me and many people my colleagues about they think they have a hex on them. And then when you really get to talking to them and you hear more about their story, there is this string of bad choices that they have made, or it's the way they talk to people or the way they approach people, and they get this backlash and they wonder, "Oh, woe is me, what's going on?" This relates to people who feel like they are hexed. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. When you start a conversation pointedly, accusingly, how do you think someone is supposed to come back to that? So, when someone reacts back to you in a negative way, when you started the negativity, that tells me something about how your interactions are with the general public, how you deal with the people in your lives, how you deal with the people you work with. And then these things begin to snowball. When you react negatively constantly, people feel this off of you. They feel this negativity coming off of you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to work with you. They don't want to be in meetings with you. And then all of a sudden you're wondering, "Well, why am I not getting the promotion? Why am I not getting a raise? Oh my God, I've been hexed." No, you're an ass. That is the gist of why most people think they're hexed. Now, I'm not saying hexes aren't real, but I'm saying most of the time when I begin talking to clients and really hearing what's going on is they've jinxed themselves by their own actions, reactions, and behavior. Your behavior means everything. In all scenarios, your behavior will determine whether you are successful, whether you get what you want, and whether people listen to you. The first thing to do is to be honest with yourself. Is it really me? Am I making other people uncomfortable? Now, this is often what happens when I see this a lot of time in love work, where people want their man back and they will do all sorts of love work to get him back. And when they finally get him back, they treat him like crap. Well, what happened? What happened is you're not worthy of him. Um, the, guys, the point of this is all of our lives are affected by what we do, what we say, how we treat people, and more so because since the pandemic, how we treat people on the internet who we cannot see. So, yeah, are you really hexed or is it you? That's the first question to ask. Now, if you think you are really hexed, let's get to magic. If you think you're really hexed and you have done nothing wrong and you have done everything, you react to people the way you should, to me, I see very few hexes. See mainly people who've made bad choices and have treated people badly. Then people don't want to have anything to do with them, and they wonder why everything's going bad in their lives. Most of the time, because they brought it on themselves. So, but here's the steps if you've done nothing wrong and you actually think you are hexed, the first thing you would do is take a spiritual bath. Over at Aroma G's, we do have something called a 13 herb bath. I think Lucky Mojo has one too. Or you can use just plain hyssop. And what you would do is you would boil the hyssop like you would a tea, strain it, and put it in the bath water. You can also put hyssop in a muslin bag and steep it in the bath water. Now, this isn't a deep bath. You're not going to do a deep one. You're going to do like an ankle length bath because you're going to stand in it. Bring a bowl with you from the kitchen and sort of put it where you can reach it outside the tub. You're going to need two white candles, and you're going to light those on either side of the tub, either on the tub or in the floor. And you would light those. And what you're doing is you're turning the bathtub into a baptismal font. So you're actually stepping through light into the tub. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring the water from the while standing, bring it up over the head and down, and force it off of the body as you bring it down. You're and you do this while you're praying. You do pray while you're doing this, or incantations, or whatever your path is, but you're forcing this hyssop bath off of you. Um, and getting the curse, the vibes, the negativity. You can also do this to banish negativity off of you. Intuitively, you'll know when you're done. Don't let the bath water out yet. You're going to grab the bowl that you set aside and scoop up the bowl of the bath water and set it aside. Then you go ahead, let the water out, towel dry. Some people say air dry. I don't see the point in it. You can towel dry, dry off, blow out the candles. Now you're going to take the bowl of bath water outside and throw it in the direction of the setting sun. You're going to throw it to the west. The reason you do this is because you throw things to the east, the rising sun, to bring things to you. You put them to the setting sun to get things off of you, away from you. If you live in a house, throw it off your property into the neighbor's yard. It's just water, it won't hurt anything. Um, so it's not going to do anything to their yard either. It's just the act of getting it off of you, off of your property. If you live in an apartment complex, people have asked me this before. What if I live in an apartment? Well, each building in an apartment complex, if you were to space them out and really look at the way they're structured, each one in your mind would have a logical yard that would surround each building, each unit. So go to the edge of that and throw it off what is the yard of that apartment building. And usually that does wonders. It's a simple thing. It's two white candles, a bowl from your kitchen, an ankle length bath water, and some hyssop. And your prayers and your intentions. So that is the first step if you feel you've truly been hexed, and how to remove it. So if it's you and not a real hex, just be nicer to people.